Hey, YouTube friends and family. Welcome back to the garden. I'm JP. I'm gonna show you my new compost bin real quick and explain how I'm going to get it really hot, really quick. So that's just a hog panel with some landscape fabric wrapped around it to keep the leaves from falling through. Real quick, I don't know if you guys. Okay, let me get. Yeah. It's really just secured with some baler wire. As you can see, I've got it overlapping two of the panels, so here and here. And yes, I've used some. The zip ties basically just held it together while I was putting it all together myself. Oops. Um, that's not easy to put together yourself, but it can be done. Basically, just lay out the hog panel, secure the landscape fabric with the zip ties, and you're golden. Stretch it out, keep it tight, and that's turned out really sturdy. That's gonna last a long time. It's a much better, much better thought up than my other one over there. It's only overlapped one little panel here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's only overlapped that one panel. I've gone ahead and done two here this time, so that's actually going to be a lot stronger. I've got it right out here, right over my balcony there. So right outside the kitchen door, and make it a lot easier to access. So we don't have to take special trips out here to throw stuff in the compost bin. Let me show you guys. Well, I don't know if I've brought up the. Let's look at it from this side. That way, not too much in the sun. You see all those seedlings? Those are all daikon radish. All that. Well, except one cabbage, I think, over there. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but these radishes are definitely gonna grow really well and hopefully break up some of that clay soil. Got some seedlings that I sowed not really thinking that they would come up. So I didn't even put any row space in there. Like, I don't know if you guys can, maybe that'll help. Sorry, but my phone won't switch between the front camera and the back camera. So I have to keep you on selfie mode. Real quick, go ahead and show you the bed that was covered during Snowmageddon. As you can see, everything is doing quite well. So that was just with some painter's plastic over this. As a matter of fact, when I come out here, after we got down to like, I think some people said it was like -1 degree overnight, that one night. I come out here and it still hadn't got over freezing. I want to say it was still in the teens. And I come out here and I got under here to make a little quick video for you guys, and it was really warm inside this tunnel. And I'm thinking, just with the earth radiating its warmth, absorbing the sunlight, and then radiating it back out, I think that's really gonna. I might go ahead and put some of my peppers in, even though I think it's what, March 5th. So yeah, I mean we're still not out of the woods as far as the frost, but I've still got my painter's plastic, and I can take these hoops and stick them over there, grow my peppers, get them a good early start. I didn't plant any super hots this year. I think the hottest I have is dateles. But let's go up front and look at my seedlings hardening off. Hang on. All right. So these are some of my seedlings. This is why I don't grow spinach in. I'm not gonna continue to try and do spinach that just, they never transplant well. They don't grow well. I had really crummy germination, but they always do really well direct sown. So spinach is gonna have to be one that gets direct sown for me. These right here are some arugula that I had germinated in a little strawberry clamshell, and then popped them out, kind of like Charles Dowding does his lettuces, just to see if that would work, and it seems to have worked pretty well. So I'll give it a shot next time with some other things. Let's talk about a couple of things I got going on. Okay, so these are some San Marzanos that I grow every year for a friend of mine. I forgot to thin that one out, but these actually got started first. These actually got started long before. Did I leave my drink back there? Oh no, I didn't. These were the first tomatoes that I started. Now, these are some sweet banana peppers. I started these a couple of months ago for a buddy. He said that he wanted to grow some for his mom. And then a couple of weeks later, I came in and sowed these San Marzanos. These are all growing a lot slower. Either that, or I just didn't get the start that I thought I was or did. But yeah, these are for a friend, and I think we're gonna end up trading some San Marzanos for some Black Cherokee, because I don't have any Black Cherokee seeds. I didn't have any at the beginning of the season, and I didn't want to just order one packet of seeds from Baker or whatever. The one tomato that I did sow for myself are these. This is actually called a porterhouse. It's a hybrid. I don't typically grow hybrids, but that's supposed to. So the packet said they'll grow 2 to 3 pound tomatoes. That is absolutely nuts. If I can grow a 3-pound tomato, I will be over the moon. I'm gonna pay myself. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna pay myself, just with excitement. So yeah, I've got some really great soil, and I'm looking forward to seeing if I can get even a 2-pounder. I've never weighed a tomato, but if those, as a matter of fact, I looked online and it said they'll grow from 3 to 4 pounds. So we're definitely gonna see what that'll do. These have actually all been hardening off for a few days now. Now, see, my problem is I don't usually label my seeds adequately. I'll label them in their seed trays sometimes, in their seedling trays, but then once they get potted up, I'm just like, I don't got that many labels, so I don't really bother with it from then on. But like I said, these are the porterhouse. These peppers, these are Cubanelles. I just got these seeds at Walmart and decided, hey, I want to grow some Cubanelles. I got a late start on those, so they're just now coming up. Let's see, these are hot lemon seedlings, and these all will likely not set fruit until fall. Well, you know what? I do have some 50% shade cloth over there. It's reflective, and I'm hoping that it might actually give these guys a fighting chance. I've got some eggplant here. These are Black Beauty, and I've grown Black Beauty before. It didn't really do well for me. I've grown them in containers. I've grown them in ground. The ones that grew in ground, the perennial grasses just kind of overtook them, and I mean, they grew and they flowered and they even fruited, but the fruit was just really small, and that was my fault, not getting out here and tending to the weeds. but I'm definitely gonna give them another shot. I've got better soil now. I'm gonna plant them in a better spot, and I might go ahead and get those guys in ground in the next week, maybe. Assuming I can get them all hardened off and we don't have any freak cold weather forecasted. Again, another one of my sweet peppers. I've got lots of other stuff indoors. I've got some flowers over here. Let me bring you guys. Well, I just watered those, so they're a little heavy. These are some leeks that I thought I'd give a shot. I don't know anything about leeks other than they're onion-like and they need nitrogen. I know they don't have a bulbing cycle like onions do, but I gotta get my onions in ground. Those clamshells back there, those are little pieces of ginger. Yeah. So I'm gonna try ginger again. I've tried to grow it before. Actually got them, really good starts going. Put them in ground, and weeds just went nuts. My weeds are my problem. It's not anything other than just not having good weed control. These are some jackfruit seedlings. Yes, I know this is Texas. What are you doing growing jackfruit, you jerk? Well, this is just an experiment. I like to do things that most people don't do. Another jackfruit. And 2 more jackfruit. I don't know if that was polyembryonic or if I just stuck to, I want to say that's probably polyembryonic. Looks like it's coming off of one. Come on, dude, stand up. I'm gonna have to get some heavier soil for that guy. Lettuces, great germination, they just dried out. I've gotta figure that guy out. Okay, so okay, so let's talk. We obviously have some more peppers here. These here are Mexican sunflower. Now, can you see those? Yeah. These Mexican sunflowers, this is definitely my first year growing them. We've got some marigolds here. I think this is the Fiesta blend. I'm not sure why these are so much smaller than these. They came up right around the same time. The Mexican sunflower didn't really give me great germination. It's like everything germinated in the same cell, but the other cells just don't seem to be doing very well. I don't know. We'll give them a little bit more time. Like I said, marigolds, and I want to say these are bee balm, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what those were. These peppers, these are datil seeds that I was sent from a lady in Florida. I actually had a few left from last year because I think I ended up the one datil that I tried to overwinter, just it didn't make it through Snowmageddon. I don't think it's up there on the porch, but I don't think it made it. And all of these are, I thought they were beets, but I'm thinking now they're probably chard. Basically, what I spilled a packet of seeds several years ago and just stuck them in a Ziploc, and I labeled it, but the name just rubbed off, and I wasn't sure what they were. I thought they were beets, but it looks like they are chard. So, got some lemongrass growing. Lemongrass is always cool. I plan on using that in some spice rubs. Yeah, so I think as far as seedlings, think I still got a few things indoors, but just like some random peppers that are quite a bit bigger than these others. Like I said, they got sowed a couple of months ago, whereas most of these were only sowed maybe 2 weeks ago. I definitely need to get those tomatoes separated. Oh, so, real quick. So I'm gonna end up doing a lot of containers again this year. And instead of going out and buying, just bag after bag after bag of, potting soil, I figured I'm going to try and make my own something, that'll hold a lot of water, but still, have plenty of air. So what I did, I went and picked up a yard of, this is the premium mix from my local materials producers. It's very sandy, but there's also a lot of compost. It looks like, I think they're using the dredges from the local reservoir. So I've got a big bag of perlite, got a big bag of vermiculite, and I've got some cocoa core hydrating in the kitchen as we speak. And this is all going to get mixed together in certain ratios. Yeah, that's what I'm going to use for my container mix. I've got lots of fabric containers indoors. A lot of what I'm growing over here, if it doesn't go in the ground, is definitely going into containers of varying sizes. I've got elephant ears over here that I'll be planting soon, which I know a lot of people... I don't necessarily plant things that I can't eat, but you can actually eat elephant ears, the leaves and the roots. The roots are called taro, and the leaves in Trinidad and Tobago are called dasheen, D-A-S-H-E-E-N. I'm in a pretty cool Trinidad and Tobagan cooking group. Or, well, I guess it's mainly just Trini. But, the neighbor's letting his damn chickens free range again. If they get over here, look, man, I'm having chicken dinner. I ain't playing. I'm sick of it. Matter of fact, you know what? I got a bunch of cilantro. I'm gonna make some chicken tacos. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think of the neighbor's chicken? That's not even this neighbor. That chicken doesn't belong to these people. That chicken belongs to my neighbor across the street. He's a cool guy. I like him, but he free ranges his birds. They don't stay in his yard, obviously, and they come over here and they'll they literally. I planted some hostas. I planted about $140 worth of hostas a couple of years ago, and they dug every one of them up. It just kept on eating them, and it pissed me off. As you can imagine, $140 down the drain for nothing. But yeah, chicken tacos tonight. Maybe throw a little bit of spinach on there. Cabbage and cilantro. Oh, all right, guys. Well, let's take a walk over here. I'm gonna show you how effective or ineffective that tarp was at killing all these weeds. Now, I'm not completely bashing the method, but these are the root rhizomes that I dug out just the other night. This is like, I think 2 or 3 root systems, just plants, and that's a lot of material to grow from. There's also a lot that's still popping up. Let's see if you guys. So, that needs to be dug out. There's still plenty of it popping up. This was on the, well, no, because the edge was over there. Still got some popping up here. I'll dig this out here in a little bit. Oh yeah, all this. If I don't get that out of there, that's gonna cause a lot of problems. That right there is gonna cause a lot of problems. That right there is gonna cause a lot of problems. So I'll get out here with the shovel here in a second. and show you guys. Well, I'll probably have to show you on a different video. Oh, also, right before Snowmageddon, I came out here, and this is a pomegranate tree that I grew. Well, I guess it got seeded. I don't know. I believe it's a seedling. My mom said she didn't buy it, but I dug it up out of the front yard where it wasn't getting enough sun, and I brought it back here just to see if it would grow. But then Ice-Mageddon hit, and I'm pretty sure it's dead. So I may go buy a pomegranate. I'm not really big on pomegranate, but you know, they're pretty cool. Oh, yep. See, these grasses. You. I am upset. I am, because this is gonna end up being just exactly what it was last year if I don't figure out something. I don't know what to do about the grasses. They just are relentless. They store energy in their rhizomes underground, and then as soon as there's some light, boom, they reach up, they grab some more energy, and they take off. It is a pain. Real quick, this is my peach tree. This is Georgia Bell. I've got grafted hardy red nectarine to it, and it's been sick for the past couple of years. It's got a bacterial leaf spot where it'll drop all the interior foliage, and I think maybe I didn't get it pruned well enough when I put it in ground, and it wasn't getting very good circulation. So we're gonna see if maybe I was able to cut that disease out. Sterilized with a little diluted bleach in between cuts, so hopefully it'll not spread. Did the same thing with my Santa Rosa Plum. This guy's been in ground for a couple of years, and it was doing basically the same thing that the peach was. It was dropping its interior leaves in the dead middle of summer, and you know, deciduous fruit trees aren't supposed to be dropping leaves in summer. So yeah, blackberries, I don't know about those guys. So blackberries not looking great, but they're not dead. I definitely need to get in here and cut out the old canes. That's gonna be an old cane. It's kind of hard to tell what's old and what's new. I don't know. I'll just have to figure that out. I still got quite a bit of a mess back here that needs to be cleaned up, but I'll get around to it. You know, when I have the extra time. Well, I mean, I have plenty of time right now, but I'm making a video, and I'll get it done after I'm done with the video. But that's gonna be about it for the garden today. Not really much else to show you guys. Except, oh, well, I want to, real quick, before I go, just something that I've been itching to try, and I kept forgetting that I had it. So, citrus tend to burn up quite a bit in North Texas sun in the summer. So all this white stuff you see sprayed all over these leaves it's kaolin clay. It's a sprayable clay. It's marketed as Surround, and it's basically it's a protectant. I'm most interested in keeping it on the trunks because the trunks are very, very susceptible to burning. The leaves are would be fine. That's why I don't like to prune my trees, but you kind of need to be sometimes. But I'm getting some bud break, getting some new growth. There are parts that need to be trimmed. But other than that, I'm really liking the Surround so far. I think it's going to really do me a lot of good when the sun gets really intense, especially for the trees that I have had to prune that didn't really want to, like this guy right here. That's a lot of bare trunk right there. So if that were to stay, just uncovered, it's gonna burn. It's really gonna suffer. Um, so yeah, that's basically it. I'm also gonna use the surround on some of like my tomatoes. I'm gonna see if that will get them to set fruit longer into the season. I'm also gonna use my shade cloth. As you can imagine, the sun is a lot of the problem here in North Texas. When you have problems with plants, it's because that sun is really intense. It's really just gonna beat down your plants, especially if they don't have enough water. You're just gonna lose them. Keep the root zones cooler with a mulch. I'm gonna be mulching up some leaves. I think leaves are probably gonna work better than wood chips for me, mainly because wood chips just take a long time to break down in a really dry climate. I just kind of think that leaves would be a better option for me. So we'll see what happens. I'm really interested to find out what YouTube decides that the thumbnail should be for this. It's probably going to be me going or something like that. They always take the worst thumbnail, and I don't know how to make a thumbnail for YouTube. So if somebody knows, help me out, drop me a little instruction, or maybe link a video if you know how to make a thumbnail. I don't know. It just picks whatever the hell, and it's usually me making some kind of retarded ass face. So anyway, appreciate you guys coming along the garden with me, and hope you learned something. Of course, this wasn't really a teaching type video, but I'm not necessarily a teacher. I'm still learning some things myself and building soil all over the place. So, oh, here, let me teach you something. The daikon radish, that's to get some of that clay broke up and still get a crop at the same time. It's also great cover crop just to keep a living root in the ground. You always want to have something growing in your garden, so keep that in mind, and we'll talk again when things are progressing a little bit quicker. Thanks. Bye.